Mr. Russell O'Neill, elementary and middle school principal, will now say a few words.
Dobre dojavte, na dodeluvanato, na diplomate, na osmite odelenia. Medita, vermersivini, na eventimentin, semi-maturus per klassen tet. Hello and welcome to the Grade 8 graduation ceremony. Welcome to our founder, Ms. Venera Novakovsky, our head of school, Mr. Victor Novakovsky, our manager, Mr. Ivan Novakovsky, parents, staff, students, and our honoured guests, the Grade 8 graduating class of 2018. I'm honoured to have the pleasure to address you all today, especially our graduating Grade 8 students. I have two goals for my address. Number one is to try and make sure that all of the Grade 8 students know how important they have been to the positive culture of Nova Elementary and Middle School. And number two is to tell them 10 things they need to know before transitioning to high school. Before I start discussing our Grade 8 students, I wanted to ensure that I thank a few people first. Parents, I would like to thank you, the parents, for bringing your children to our school and trusting us with them every day. I especially want to thank you for raising such an amazing group of people that sit before us. Having parents who are involved in their child's education leads to more opportunities for success. This group that sits before us today has shown so many positive qualities that we know all start at home with you. Staff at Nova. This is not just about our Grade 8 teachers that have taught these students, but it is about the collective efforts of all of the mentors who have played a part in their learning through our elementary and middle school. Everyone from the custodians, cafeteria staff, security and maintenance staff, office staff, and of course teachers. We believe in always doing what is best for our students at Nova. Their kindness and caring for our students and seeing them as a whole person is the reason that we have witnessed these students before us blossom into who they are today. Thank you to our wonderful staff for always caring for our children. Our Grade 8 graduating classes have been extremely fortunate to have many wonderful teachers guiding them during this last year of middle school. I would like to acknowledge the efforts of all of their teachers in ensuring that our Grade 8s are as prepared for high school as they can be. They have pushed them hard academically, but with a kind heart and a guiding hand. Okay, let's get back to those 10 things I want to tell you. I could tell you 10 things that you can do to save the planet, like take short showers, recycle shopping bags, or turn appliances off at the switch. But I'm sure you already know all of that as we've taught you well about sustainability. I could tell you 10 things that you have missed in the news this week, but today is not the day for depressing news. I could give you 10 pieces of advice about the real estate market, but it's likely that you will still be living at home with your parents well into your 30s, so I will save that information. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, once wrote one of my favourite lists of 10 things when he wrote about 10 rules of life. I particularly liked rule number 1 and number 7. Rule number 1 was, life is not fair, get used to it. And rule number 7 is, before you were born, your parents weren't as boring as they are today. They got that way from paying your bills, cleaning your clothes, listening to you talk about how cool you are. So before you save the rainforest from parasites of your parents' generation, try delousing your closet at home. So where does that leave us? Yes, I nearly forgot. 10 things students need to know about going to high school. Do you know what? We always give advice to students, especially when they transition from one place to the next. When they start kindergarten, when they start elementary school, when they start middle school, But too often, we forget to tell them what we value about them and to listen to them rather than talk at them. So my most important list is directed at your parents. And to be kind, I will cut it in half and tell them 5 things that they need to do. And they all begin with, don't forget. Parents, don't forget to tell them that you love them each and every day. Don't forget to tell them what you think they're good at. Don't forget to tell them that effort is what you truly value. Don't forget to tell them that you made mistakes too. Don't forget to tell them that values matter and that living by the set of values they have learnt and act by will hold them in good stead in their future lives. Caring, respect, excellence and integrity are a good set of core values. Remember these, and other people will always value you, like we have valued you at Nova Middle School. Wherever your future leads you, I will be watching and cheering for you. I'm looking forward to updates from your lives and seeing where your education leads. I will leave you with one piece of advice from a man who is no longer with us, but his passion and drive will live on forever. That man is Anthony Bourdain, the great chef and travel writer who sadly passed away last week. As I'm sure many of you have heard from my long and boring stories, that I love to travel. And this summer I will visit my 80th country. Anthony Bourdain has been my inspiration for many of my travelling experiences. He once said, "If you're physically fit, hungry to learn and be better, I urge you to travel as far and as wide as possible. Sleep on floors if you have to. Find out how other people live, eat and cook. Learn from them wherever you go." Travel isn't always pretty. It isn't always comfortable. Sometimes it hurts. It even breaks your heart. But that's okay. The journey changes you. It should change you. It leaves marks on your memory, on your consciousness, on your heart and on your body. You take something with you, and hopefully you leave something good behind. I encourage you, each and every one of you, at some stage in your life, to travel and see as much of the world as you can, sleep on floors, and hopefully leave something good behind. Thank you.